Hey guys, we're here in Mountain Crest Park in Northwest Las Vegas, and today's video is 5 reasons why Northwest Las Vegas is the place to be. Follow me and let's have some fun. All right guys, so we are driving around Northwest Las Vegas right now, and like I told you in the intro, today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why Northwest Las Vegas is the place to buy a house if you're looking at moving to Las Vegas. We might sneak in a few reasons why you might want to look somewhere else as well. But the first thing that I want to talk about is living in Northwest Las Vegas, you really don't feel like you're living in Las Vegas. And if you're a local, you know that that's a good thing. Right? Living someplace that is a tourist attraction can get very tiresome. You know, constantly encountering tourists, constantly encountering the traffic that goes along with all of the various tourist attractions that we have here in town, such as the Strip, such as the Fremont Street Experience, right? The people who live here, we don't want to be around that stuff all the time. We want to get away from it. We want something that's a little bit quieter, something that has more of a local feel to it. You're not going to do better than Northwest Las Vegas if that's what you're looking for. So we're up here in the Northwest. It's about a 20 to 30 minute drive down to the Strip, depending on what part of the Northwest you're coming from. About a 15-minute drive down to Fremont Street, and about 30 minutes to the airport, right? So those are all very manageable times. However, when you get up here and you get into this corner of town, it feels like you're in a different world. It feels very quiet, very suburban, right? It's a very family-friendly place to live, although by all means, if you are a single person, there's a lot of good things up here for you as well. A lot of variety of homes up in this area, and you have all of the amenities that you need right here at your fingertips. I can tell you, obviously, my job takes me all over the city on a daily basis. But when I'm on my days off, or when I had a job previous to becoming a realtor, when I was working in the defense industry, unless I wanted to go out for a nice dinner downtown, unless I wanted to take my girl out for a date night or we were going to go see a show, it was pretty uncommon for us to even leave this little corner of the city because we didn't have any reason to. Everything that we need is right here at our fingertips, right? Just not even a mile down the road from my house is my gym that I go to every day, the grocery store that we shop at, the nail salon where my girl goes to get her nails done. You know, my barber shop is down more in the central part of town, but that's just because I happen to like my individual barber. If it wasn't for the relationship I had with him, I would probably get my hair cut up here as well. My kid's high school is up here. The Taekwondo school that my daughter trains at is up here. Really, unless you're looking to go out and have that nice steak dinner, unless you're looking to go catch a show, or you're going downtown to catch a concert or a Knights game, or you want to go see a UFC fight, there's just no reason to leave the northwest part of the town on a daily basis. And for my money, that's a good thing, right? I like it a little bit quieter. The golf course I like to play is up here. I just like the fact that I have everything that I need right here at my fingertips in my corner of town, where it's quiet, the traffic is light, and I have all of my shopping amenities nearby, right? Even if I want to go, say I want to do some higher end shopping, right? Say I want to go and, you know, do clothes shopping or go do furniture shopping. You know, maybe that stuff's not right here in the Northwest, but the Northwest is directly adjacent to Summerlin. You guys should have already seen our downtown Summerlin video. It's 15 minutes from my front door to downtown Summerlin, and I can do all of the high-end shopping that I want to do right there. You just don't really need to go downtown. You don't need to go interact with all the tourists. You don't need to go experience all of that crazy hubbub unless your job takes you there or unless you choose to go down there. You can stay up here in this corner of town and you can have everything that you need in this quiet environment. It's very kid-friendly. It's very outdoors-friendly. It just has a lot going for it that you're not going to find in some of the other parts of town. Reason number 1 why you want to live in Northwest Las Vegas is it's quiet, it's got all the amenities you need, and you're far away from the tourist scene. So I brought you guys out here to Lone Mountain Park to talk about the second reason why Northwest Las Vegas is one of the best places to buy a home here in the Valley. If you're into anything outdoors, this is the place you want to be. Right up here in front of me, you got Lone Mountain, which is one of the best hiking locations in the entire valley. Just down the road, we have Red Rock, which is of course a great place for hiking, great place for cycling, a beautiful place for a scenic drive or a scenic motorcycle ride. And then just to the north of us, only about 15 minutes, you have Mount Charleston. Mount Charleston is one of Las Vegas's best kept secrets, and it is accessible from the northwest because it's just outside town on the northwest side of town, right? One of the best parts about Mount Charleston, when it's 110 degrees in Las Vegas, it's 75 degrees on Mount Charleston. That's no joke. Speaking of the weather, right here in the northwest, it's usually a few degrees cooler than it is in the rest of the valley. Because we're nestled up here against these mountains, because we're at just a slightly higher elevation, it tends to be a little bit cooler than it is when you're down there in, say, Fremont Street or down near the Strip, where you're in the concrete jungle, just radiating heat all over you. So, if you're into outdoor activities, if you're into hiking, if you're into mountain biking, if you're into golf or frisbee golf, or whatever your particular poison may be when it comes to being outside, chances are where you're gonna wanna be right here, Northwest Las Vegas. So everything is a compromise, right? You can't always have everything that you want. So I told you I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Northwest Las Vegas is the place to be. And I told you that I was going to throw in a couple of reasons why you might want to look elsewhere, depending on your particular lifestyle choices, your particular likes and dislikes, what you're looking for in a community. So my first reason why the Northwest may not be for you is directly linked to the first reason why it's a great location. Right? I told you it's a great location because it's quiet, because it's tourist free. So the flip side of that coin, if what you're looking for is nightlife, if what you're looking for is entertainment, if what you're looking for is high-end dining, and if you want those things right there at your fingertips, you don't want to leave the area that you live to get those things, the Northwest may not be the spot that you want to be. So I was talking to Justin as we were getting the camera gear ready, getting ready for this next leg of our journey. And he was asking me where I would go if I wanted a steak. And I mean a proper steak, right? Not a chain restaurant steak, but where's the nearest real steakhouse? And the sad reality is that I'm not gonna find anything like that here in Northwest Las Vegas. If I wanna go out for a really nice steak dinner, if I wanna go out for something that more akin to fine dining, I'm gonna jump right down the road to Summerlin, right? So it's not far, maybe 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive, but there's nothing right here in the vicinity where I live up here in the Northwest. If I wanted to go out for drinks, if I wanted to go out for cocktails, right? Sure, we have plenty of bars up here. We have the standard, the PTs and the Flowing Tides and all of those chain bars that Las Vegas is famous for. And we have some local bars up here as well. But if I wanted a really well-made cocktail, if I want to go to a place that's going to have a good wine selection, if I want to go to a place that's going to have actually, I was going to say craft beer, but that's not really true. We do have some great craft beer here in the Northwest. But if I want really good cocktails, or if I want really good wine, probably not going to find that up here either. I'm going to go down to Summerlin, or I'm going to go down to downtown, or I'm going to go to one of these other areas where that is more of the focus of the businesses down there, right? Lord forbid you want to go out dancing or you want to go to some kind of a club. You're definitely not going to find that up here. Again, refer back to point number 1, why the Northwest is great. It's quiet. It's low key, right? We have lots of options up here for you if you're looking for someplace to go out to eat. We have lots of options if you're just looking someplace to grab a drink. But if you're looking for something high end, you're looking for that great steak, you're looking for that well-made old fashioned or Manhattan, Northwest Las Vegas is not necessarily going to be the spot. Now, is that stuff relatively nearby and accessible? Sure. But is it just a couple blocks down the road? No, it's not. So, reason number 1 why the Northwest may not be for you, nightlife, fine dining, fine cocktails, none of that stuff is going to be found up here. It's relatively close by, but it's not in the Northwest. All right, guys, I know we've already talked about a couple of the reasons why Northwest Las Vegas is a fantastic place to look if you want to buy a home here in the Valley. And we got a couple more reasons that we're going to throw at you. But before we get to that, I wanted to take a minute while we're driving out to our next shooting location to talk about the reasons why I personally like living here. I bought my home here in Northwest Las Vegas back in 2021 when I moved here from Colorado. And it was at the height of the market. It actually wasn't even the first home that I put an offer in on. I put an offer in on a home kind of down in the Henderson area, down near the Sunset Station. That offer wasn't accepted. It was during the just craziness when houses were going on the MLS and they were getting multiple cash offers within 24 hours, sight unseen. So it's a very difficult environment to compete in. So the house that I live in now was the second house I made an offer on. And looking back in retrospect, I'm really glad that this is the offer that got accepted as opposed to the first one. That was a fantastic house, great neighborhood, but having lived up here in the Northwest for a couple years and having lived in Las Vegas for a couple years and getting to understand the community and the various amenities in different parts of town, I was really, really fortunate that this is the house that my offer got accepted on because I love the Northwest. That's the reason I'm the one doing this video. I speak from personal experience, and the Northwest just has so much going for it. So a couple of the things that I personally like. These aren't going to be applicable to everybody. Obviously, these are my own personal preferences, but I wanted to share some of them with you. I'm an aspiring pilot. I've been taking flying lessons for a couple years now. Haven't quite finished up my license yet. Something I'm working on, time, money, you know how it goes. But when I do have time to go out and get some lessons in, when I do have time to go out and do some practice flying, I do it all right here at the North Las Vegas Airport. It's just down the road from my house, very easily accessible. I actually fly right over my house on approach most of the time when I'm landing, depending on the winds. So that's very cool. It's just a very convenient thing for me to have access to. Eventually, one day, I hope to have my own plane, hope to have, obviously, my full-blown private pilot's license, and then I will be able to store my plane just down the street from my house and have access to that great resource to go out and have fun. So I know the GA community, general aviation community, it's a small subsegment. So maybe this particular point doesn't apply to everybody that's watching this video. However, if you are into general aviation, just know that the North Las Vegas Airport, just down the street here in Northwest Las Vegas, fantastic resource. You guys know that Justin and I love golf. We play golf as often as work will permit. And one of our favorite golf courses is Painted Desert, literally just down the street from my house. I mean, not even a mile. So that is a fantastic thing to have at my fingertips as well, along with the place where I take my golf lessons. Not that they help me at all, but I take golf lessons every other week at Golf Tech. There's a couple locations around the city, but the one that I go to, located right here in Northwest Las Vegas, just like the place where my daughter does her Taekwondo training, place where I train my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the gym I like to go to. All of these facilities are fantastic, and all of them are located right here in the Northwest. It really goes back to what I was saying back during point number one, talking about, not really needing to leave this corner of town for the most part for your day-to-day life. You have everything that you want accessible to you. Up here. So I wanted to circle back around to that. We have two really, really nice local craft breweries here in the Northwest, and I'm a big fan of both of them. The first one, well known throughout the city, Big Dog's Brewing. One of my favorite spots to grab lunch. One of my favorite spots to go watch a football game. I am a Rams fan, just like Justin is, and I'm not such a dedicated fan that I'm willing to pay the extra money for the NFL package. I don't have time to spend every Sunday on the couch watching football. Unfortunately, this job takes up a lot of time and a lot of energy, and when I'm not doing this, I like to spend time with my kids, obviously, or we'll be out playing golf or what have you. But if there is a big Rams game on and I want to go check it out and it's not on the regular network TV, chances are I'm going to go down to Big Dog's. I'm going to get a couple of microbrews. I'm going to get one of their Southwest Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, or one of the other great options they have on the menu, and I'm going to enjoy my afternoon. So if I want to go somewhere for a more elevated dining experience, we have the Las Vegas Brewing Company, also right here in the Northwest. Fantastic selection of rotating beers on tap all the time, all of them brewed right there on site. And they have what I would call elevated bar cuisine, right? So bougie burgers, for lack of a better term. So if that is something that you're into, you want craft beer, you want, a really good burger place, you want someplace where you can go watch the game and relax and drink something other than, the mass-produced beer. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just not my personal preference. The Northwest has some really nice options for you in the craft beer space. So those are just a couple of the reasons why I personally love living up here. I know they may not be applicable to everybody, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys on that beyond the more generic 5 reasons of why you want to shop here in the Northwest. So stick around. We're going to get ready to shoot our next reason why it's a great place to live. Talk to you guys in just a second. All right, guys, we are out here at Floyd Lamb Park here on the northwest side of Las Vegas, talking about reason number 3, why the Northwest is a great place to buy a house if you're looking to move to the Vegas Valley. So reason number 3 is the number of family-friendly entertainment options that the Northwest has to offer, starting right here at Floyd Lamb Park. This is a fantastic area. You can bring your kids, you can come out here, bring your dogs. It has everything you could ask for. We have picnic areas with barbecues right adjacent to them. We have these awesome spring-fed lakes, which are stocked with fish, and you are able to fish here. There's a BMX track, there's bicycle riding trails, there's jogging trails. There are horseback riding facilities here. There's old historic buildings that you can walk through here. It's just an awesome place to come out and spend an afternoon. As you can see in the background, plenty of trees, plenty of shade in the summertime. Just a great place to spend a day. Not far from here, you have the Tule Springs fossil beds. Really awesome place to go hiking. I took my family out there to do our family photos last year. Just a great spot. And then if you're not wanting to be outdoors, we have plenty of indoor family-friendly options as well. We have an ice skating rink in the Northwest. We have a roller skating rink in the Northwest. Multiple movie theaters, trampoline parks. Plenty of places where you can take your kids to do things like martial arts. So many options up here for family-friendly activities. I would argue it's one of the best areas in the city for that sort of thing. So that's why I got that at reason number 3, why the Northwest is a great place to look for a house here in Las Vegas. All right, guys, reason number 4, why the Northwest is the place to be if you're looking to buy a house here in the Las Vegas Valley. We have a very nice variety of styles and sizes of both homes and lots up here. And that's not something that's especially common in some of the areas of town. If you go down to the Southwest where all of that new construction is going in, you tend to have very small lots and you tend to have a lot of tract homes, right? So there's nothing wrong with either of those things. And if, that's what you're looking for, fantastic. Reach out to the Moody Olson team. We'd love to help you buy it. However, if what you're looking for is neighborhoods that have a little bit more eclectic taste in the styles of homes that are located there, if you're looking for neighborhoods with larger lot sizes, you're gonna find more of that up here in the Northwest. We have some areas of town that are preserved historic districts where the builders actually aren't allowed to come in and build tract homes. It's reserved for these larger lots. It's reserved for these more custom designed homes. We actually have some areas up here that are preserved rural districts where the lot sizes are mandated to a certain size, to a certain minimum size, to preserve that rural feel in the area. In addition to that, you have a lot of homes that were built here years and years ago before the area was quite as developed. People had moved out here because they wanted to be outside of the city. Well, in some respects, the city has enveloped them. However, those estates and those areas where those lots are located at still have a very rural feel, and you still have a lot of these really nice custom homes, whether they're older style custom homes that were built back in the 60s and 70s, or you have some newer custom homes, really modern stuff, really cutting edge, modern design, giant lot sizes. Matter of fact, you can see a couple of those if you watch our What Can You Get in Northwest Las Vegas for Over $1 Million video. So we have a lot of those things here that you're not going to find in other parts of town. You're not going to find that, say, in Summerlin, right? Summerlin's a master planned community. Beautiful place to live. We have some great videos on Summerlin that you should go watch for sure. And if you want to buy a house there, reach out to us at moodyolsenteam.com. However, it's more tract style housing, right? Master planned community means that things are going to have a bit of a sameness to them. Here in the Northwest, it's much more eclectic. So reason number 4, why you want to look in the Northwest if you're looking to buy a house here in Las Vegas is large lot sizes and more eclectic styles of homes that are available for you on the MLS. Reason number 5, last reason why the Northwest is the place to look if you're looking to buy a house here in the Las Vegas Valley is bang for the buck, right? So intuitively, just from having been an agent for a couple years, taking people out to look at homes, constantly searching the MLS for people, I had a good feeling that your money goes farther up here in the Northwest. But I didn't have the actual numbers to back that up. So Justin and I, we went and looked at those while we were doing the preparation for this video. What we did, we jumped on the MLS, we did some geographic searches using the same criteria. We looked at 4 different areas of town. We looked at the Northwest, we looked at the Southwest, we looked at Summerlin, and we looked at Henderson. And the criteria that we used for the numbers that we ran was, we said, show me 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet. That's it. We kept it really simple. We wanted to keep a level playing field because we always want to provide you guys with solid information. And the numbers really verified what we already thought was true, which is that you're going to get more for your money in the Northwest. Looking at the houses we looked at, and we pulled a random sampling of homes. We didn't cherry pick. We didn't try to make the numbers fit what we wanted to say. But looking at a random sampling of homes, the numbers that we pulled told us that the average 3-bedroom, 2-bath house between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet in the Northwest runs about $550,000. If we look at the Southwest, or if we look at Summerlin, you're getting much closer to $600,000. And if you look on the opposite side of the valley down in Henderson, you're looking around $580,000. So, obviously these are just averages. These aren't, specific numbers for specific houses. But generally speaking, if the house that you're looking for is, in that range, those are about the prices that you're going to find. You can extrapolate those numbers out to other price ranges as well. So depending on what you're looking for, you can either get the same amount of house for less money, or you could take the same amount of money and buy more house, right? Well, in today's market, that matters, right? Getting the most bang for your buck in today's market matters, especially because you want to take into consideration things like how much equity am I going to gain moving forward? Obviously, we can't, no real estate agent can make promises about equity. It's both unethical and illegal, right? But those are things that you want to take into consideration when you're buying. Like, how is this house going to appreciate? How much house am I going to be able to get for my money? How far is my money going to go? Well, in the Northwest, your money's going to go farther. You're going to get more house for the money, generally speaking. That is our final reason number 5, why Northwest is the place to look if you're looking to purchase a home in the Las Vegas Valley. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for our video on 5 reasons why the Northwest is the place to look if you're looking to buy a house here in the Las Vegas Valley. Stay tuned for more videos on real estate here in Las Vegas. If you're looking to move to Las Vegas, whether you're looking to buy a house or sell a house, reach out to the Moody Olsen team, moodyolsenteam.com. Click that like and subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notifications when we put new videos up. Come out, see some real estate with us. We would love to help you find your dream home.